It's Coffee Social, the podcast all about social media and business. And now, here are your hosts, Jonathan Howard and Mimi Langley.
Hey, everyone. Hi, Jonathan Howard.
Hello, Mimi Langley.
At first, I was like, did you get my name right?
No, I didn't.
You like stumbled.
Hello, Mimi Langley.
There we go. You gotta have a break in between the first and the last. Jonathan, we are going to be talking about making some money. Are you excited?
Money. Yeah,
No,
I got my money.
It. Money.
I got my money crystal here too.
Do you? Is that from
I do.
Fit?
Yes, it is.
I want a money crystal.
Sorry, mine. Can't have it.
Whatever. Okay, well, before we jump into the goods of this episode, you guys, welcome to Coffee Social. If it's your first time here, we want to cheers you. Thank you for being here. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, your matcha, whatever you choose to drink. Where's your coffee, sir?
I can't have coffee today.
Why?
Because I've got a very phlegmy throat, which is really gross.
We cannot move forward in this episode without you having your coffee. OMG. That was a surprise to me, you guys, because he didn't tell me this beforehand.
I know.
And is that Poland Spring, by the way? Shout out to New York.
It's Poland Spring, what it means to be from Maine. Yeah.
I love Poland Spring. Okay, you guys. So before we dive in, I don't know if this happens to you, Jonathan, because I know you're on Facebook, right? Are you on Facebook for personal too? Like you have a personal account?
I have a personal account, but I don't use it. Really.
Oh, I'm always, I'm on there for personal. I don't post anything really. I like to catch up with friends and stuff.
You're an incessant scroller. Yeah. Yet you never post on any of your accounts.
Shh, stop it right there, sir. But you know how Facebook will feed you memories of your previous posts? So this one is from 2009. So I was super young. Okay. Like not fresh out of high school, but I was young. And I'm like, did I actually write this for people to read? It says, what goes around, comes all the way back around. Sucker.
What? Oh, Mimi. I was 29. I don't know, but I was 29. I'm old.
So you would never write sucker.
Sucker. No, I wouldn't. I would not. Not at 29, not at 19. No, I wouldn't.
I just what is wrong with me? Why would I put that on public? Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's like the insult you gave to me when I got on camera today.
Don't you dare, Jonathan Howard. Don't you lie.
So I got on camera and she goes, "Is that what you're wearing?" Which is code for I hate what you're wearing right now. I'm like, what's the matter with what I'm wearing? Okay, it's a sweater. A sweater. It's a nice sweater. And yes, I have a shirt on underneath it, t-shirt on underneath it, but it's a sweater.
First of all, Jonathan,
yes, ma'am.
To get the whole story right.
That was the whole story.
No, you need to zip it up because that's how I saw you with it. Zip it all the way up.
It was not zippered all the way up. It's choking me. This is choking me. This is not zippered. It was not zippered all the way up. It was maybe a little bit higher.
Okay, well, he looked like he was going to go to the gym, and not that I have a problem with that. I mean, I'm all about working out.
Anyway, this is a quick episode, isn't this?
No, this is a full episode.
Okay, good.
Get it together, Jonathan Howard. Oh
I don't know what's happening here.
Didn't your publicist tell you what was going on today?
No, my publicist is on vacation.
Well, anyways, I love what you're wearing. I would never judge you, only secretly.
You totally judged me. Yeah, she judged me.
No, because
Is that what you're wearing? That is code for really don't like what you're wearing.
No, listen, it was more of like, oh, is that what you're wearing? It was like a shot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, is that what you're wearing? It was, is that what you're wearing? It was judgmental, even like seeping judgment off of the words. Judgmental.
We're like brother and
sister. We're going to move on.
I feel like you would have told me if you were like, I can't keep it together, you guys. Now I'm sweating because I'm like laughing so much. Okay.
So, yeah. So what are we talking about today, Mimi?
We're going to talk about monetizing on social media. So we're going to go from different angles. Obviously, when we say social media, that's very broad because it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be social audio. So let's dive into it. People are scared to talk about money. They're scared to talk about making money. It's like don't talk about it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Jonathan?
People are afraid of talking about it, and I think it's really tied to their fear of failing when they talk about it. You also can't not talk about your business, because if you're not making money, you don't have a business. You have a hobby, an expensive hobby. You know, we've all been in those phases where we're not making enough money to support what we're doing. So we've got to really figure out how to make money.
I think you're right. I think you hit it when you said that there is that fear there, that if I talk about having to make money, then that means I actually have to go and make money in order for this business to work. So there's that like limiting belief and fear. But what we're going to share with you today, I mean, these are ways that maybe you haven't even thought of yet that could generate some cash flow for you.
Continuing with what you just said, and Mimi reminded me of one of these things yesterday, and I was like, oh yeah, I should do that. And I put together a really quick package of things that I could offer to the realtors that I work with, and I sold $100 worth of products. So you never know, and that's a nice quick, hey, it's an extra $100 for dinner. So,
I get 50%, right?
No, your finder's fee is still 8%.
No, it was never below 10. I'm Kris Jenner. Okay, it's 8%. Always above 10. Hey, Jonathan, why don't we go ahead and do some quick intros? Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick? Like less than 10 seconds.
Less than 10 seconds. Oh, God. Okay. Yes. When does the timer start?
Now.
Okay. My name is Jonathan Howard. I'm the owner of Success on Social, and I help successful coaches reach their ideal clients on social media by developing their signature style and sharing their story. Over to you, Mimi.
You know, this is what I love about Jonathan. If you ever give him a challenge, he will do it. Seriously, like shave your head.
That's true.
Which we don't know if
the
that
answer.
happened yet.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
The world may never know.
Hey everyone, I'm Mimi Langley. I am an audio marketing strategist, and I teach mainly from audio only spaces like social audio, like Clubhouse and Chatter and LinkedIn audio and X spaces, those kinds of places to help grow your business from the ground up. So that's what I teach. And it's mainly for female entrepreneurs that I gravitate towards, but I'm here for the men as well. So here we are, Jonathan.
Here we are. We're here.
All right. So the first one on our list, Jonathan, this is actually one that you added. I don't think I added this. Did you add this?
I don't know.
About joining the monetization programs that these social media platforms have to offer?
You added this one, and I said that this, yes, and I said that this is the worst of all the ways for us to make money. The reason being, unless you're an influencer, unless you're really just there to make the money, you're not focusing on your business. You're focusing on making money and doing what the app wants you to do to make that money. So if you want to run a business, it's great as a little extra bonus cash. Sometimes, like I made a couple $100 here and there, but it's mostly chasing views, which I don't do. I focus on reaching my customers, not chasing views. So it's a very different monetization format. It's good for a few extra bucks, but don't plan on it paying your bills. I had one that I recently got 20,000 views on, and it paid 18 cents. So
you're talking Instagram though, because Instagram is very low.
Yep. Yes. Although I hear TikTok is even lower.
Oh, I didn't even know TikTok had like a monetization program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I come from the world of YouTube and like AdSense, and they pay they used to pay pretty well. But I have heard that where it is kind of like pennies. If you're trying to go to make money from Instagram, it's not really worth your time. Like like Jonathan said, like just enroll, like be enrolled, and whatever happens from it, but don't depend on like your whole, financial gain to come from your Reels views.
Right.
Payment. Yeah. Okay. Also, by the way, did you know that Pinterest has a monetization program?
Yes, I did.
So look into it, you guys. Like, again, I mean, some of them, they pay pretty decently. Just look into it, but enroll. If you're already producing content on that platform and they're allowing you, like you're eligible, it doesn't hurt to enroll in it. So
exactly.
Okay. The second one, which I think you're going to love this one the most, Jonathan, is in order to monetize on social media, sell something.
What?
Sell something. You put this. What? These are your words. You put best opportunity for profit.
Yeah. Because you're a business and you sell shit. Let's be honest here. If you're a business and you sell stuff, sell it direct to your customer because that's where you're going to make the most money. You have your own margins. You have all those things that you have to worry about. But honestly, you got to go and sell direct to your customer. Run a room, sell it on social media, whatever it is. Sell your product. Sell it direct to your customer. Make sure that you can reach your customer directly in some way, which I know leads to something else we're going to talk about, but I'm going to pause on that. I'll let Mimi talk about this one.
Well, and I know this, it scares people because when I say sell something, I don't mean just like put it as a link in your profile and call it a day. Like verbalize it, mention that you have something, whether it's, in a reel or you're doing a clubhouse room, whatever, wherever you are on social media, verbalize it however you can. Because if you don't, like a lot of the time they assume that people know that they have something to offer. No, like people have such short attention spans. Like they're not even thinking, like they're soaking in what you're delivering through your content, but they might not think that you have so-and-so to offer.
Right. I mean, people assume things and we all know what assumption is. So I won't repeat it here because it requires me to curse and Mimi doesn't like that. However, when you look at it, you've got to say, I have this product. It will solve your problem. I have this product. You need it. Some way to communicate to them that you've got something that they need to buy. And it's calls to action. It's mentioning it verbally. It's talking about it in a reel. It's highlighting the features and the benefits. It's all of those things. That's how you have to sell.
Yeah. And, when I think about this topic that we're talking about, a lot of the times I'm thinking about, what trips people up. And that is that they don't want to be that person that comes off as too salesy, that gives people the ick, Mm-hmm. So we're doing a whole episode right after this episode, all about how to not come off as too salesy. So are you pumped for that, Jonathan?
I'm pumped for that one. I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys, we will link it below once it's live. And if you don't see the link below, just check our Coffee Social Library, wherever you're listening to the podcast. I do want to give some examples though.
Okay.
Like from what I've seen just from selling on social media. So I see this all the time and maybe you do too. On my Instagram feed, there's this one girl in particular. She does this so well, Jonathan. She is consistent with like the type of content we're going to get from her. And that is cooking. Oh, she lost like over 50 pounds and she put together a cookbook with like low carb recipes and whatnot. And every time she makes a reel, it's always a recipe that helped her lose weight. And at the end of the reel, it's to be expected that she's going to share that she has a recipe book, like an ebook to offer. You know what I mean? I'm sure she sells like a crap ton of those.
I would assume. I mean, otherwise she'd go to selling something different, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not successful.
She could have just kept the reel, just her sharing a recipe.
Could have.
And just hoped that people would realize, oh, she has a cookbook.
But that would be dumb, right?
Right.
Okay.
We're just trying to paint a picture for you guys. It's like, it makes sense. It aligns with what she's sharing.
Right. Yes, it aligns with what she's sharing. She's putting out the right offer for the content she's creating, which is important because you need to know that you're offering the right thing that aligns with your content and your business goals and all those things.
Well, but some people don't even think about it. Like,
yep.
Anyways, so that's
literal. You know that.
I know. You also put here when it comes to selling something on social media, you said make sure it's something they need. Mm-hmm. How can you determine that?
Ask your audience. Ask your audience, what do they need? What are they looking for? What problems do they have? Because when you solve a problem, it makes it much easier to sell. They need the solution to that problem. Mm-hmm. So what problems do they have? Ask them, hey, what are you struggling with right now? With this one thing, with reels, when I used to do reels, what was the thing that you would struggle with? What is something that you want? And people would ask me for all different things. Some of them wanted transitions. So I put together a transitions class. Some people wanted the basics. So I put together a basics class. And you just create those classes and you sell them, or those ebooks, and you sell them to those people that have that problem. But then you're a resource to them and they're going to come back when they have their next problem.
Yeah. And I just was thinking, you always talk about too, selling, like, I know we're going off of Instagram because I know that's your specialty, your special platform, but for Instagram, like we've talked about this in the past. If I can find the episode you talked about it on, Instagram is like its own sales funnel, like the, different things. And I know you mentioned stories is a great place to sell. So you don't necessarily have to sell in your reel. You can sell in your stories.
Right. Absolutely. And in your stories, that's where the people know you the best. That's where the people are going and they care about what you have for dinner and all those things, so it's a great place to sell, and you should be more comfortable doing it there because those are the people that know you.
And I was also thinking, for me, because I sell mainly on social audio. So I'm selling usually on stage because the way I present my audio only spaces, it's more of like mini master classes. So I always have an offer to tell people, because the mic is power in an audio only space. So I say it over the mic, if you got all of this stuff, if you, grab this for this, to help you. So I'm always selling from the stage.
Yeah. And go ahead. And one key thing about what Mimi said, selling from the stage, again, with the alignment of the offer, she's talking about things that are inside the offer, not the whole thing, but that are inside the offer or very closely connected, so that she can sell and say, if you need more, here's this.
Yeah, that's take that with you guys. If you have a hard time selling stuff, think about what Jonathan just said about like putting little bits out there, and then it's so easy and it will make you feel so comfortable to connect it all together when you are actually selling. And the last thing you have on here is price it right. We need to get a pricing expert. We talked about this.
Yeah.
But price it right.
Price it right. And the reason why pricing it right is important is you don't want to underprice yourself and price yourself kind of out of like ever being able to charge anything for anything. And you don't want to overprice where you are in your development on, as a coach, as a service provider. Because if you go in and you're saying like, I'm charging $3,000 for this, and you don't have anything backing you up, you don't have any reviews or anything backing you up, you might price yourself out of a situation that you don't want to, or you might end up dropping your price by $2,000. So being right with the stage you're in and also knowing when to raise your prices, all of that is important. We need that pricing expert.
We really do, because I struggle with that all the time. So next one on our list, as far as monetizing on social media, we have create now, sell later. And I like to say speak now when I'm coming from a social audio angle, speak now, sell later. And what that basically means is maybe you are too nervous or you don't want to come off as being too salesy. You could get people on your email list and, nurture them and sell them through your email list, or even a webinar, get them to sign up for a free webinar and you can sell that way. What do you think, Jonathan?
Yeah, there's lots of opportunities for this, but the first thing I want to say is no matter what, whether you're selling from them right away or selling to them later on by getting their email address, you need to get their email address. You always want to collect emails however you can, with a lead magnet, with an event, with a workshop. You want to get those emails because those emails you own. Social media, social audio, other places where you Substack, none of those places do you truly own your emails. You need to own your emails. You need to have those wherever you can. So that's one. Number two, always having those emails allows you to put people into a funnel and slowly warm them up, get them ready to buy. And then when you offer something, then they've been waiting for that offer. So I think it's really important getting those emails and building it up. Make sure you talk about what you do in your emails. Make sure you provide value in your emails so that they don't unsubscribe.
I almost feel like the email list is like king or queen compared to just selling. Because I like striking while the iron's hot, and it works for me in social audio. But at the same time, I believe in the power of an email list, and I almost feel like maybe grabbing the email list or the emails might trump selling straight away.
Yes and no. Yes. Well, no, I would say yes in most situations, and even yes for you. However, with social audio changing so much and so rapidly evolving, striking while the iron hot is valuable for you in those moments, but you should get their email once you strike.
Okay,
Make sure that you're putting their email when they buy something.
Oh, yes.
Into your email funnel.
Okay.
For the next offer that you have.
Yes, I agree with you on that. And I do that. But I'm also thinking that maybe I would make more sales if I just skipped the selling, like skipped the buying and just did the lead magnet. That's something to test when you're an entrepreneur. Like that's how business is. You have to like do A/B testing.
Yep. And we should always be testing what we're doing and seeing if it works or if it doesn't work. Different lead magnet, all sorts of different stuff.
I've been on this striking while the iron's hot formula for a while, and I think I need to get back to the lead magnet and do it from the email list and try that. I don't know.
You've got a much bigger email list now.
Yes, because you're right. We own that. And by the way, I think Substack, you do get the emails.
I think Substack you do get the email, but Substack could go out of business at any point. It's not necessarily.
True.
And I guess all the email platforms could, but I always download my backup from the email platform.
You should definitely always have a backup. Okay, let's move on to subscriptions, which I don't know if you've ever done this before. I personally have never had. I'm talking subscriptions. We're talking social media subscriptions. So I guess it would be through the actual platform. Like YouTube has it, Instagram has it.
Yeah, I don't do subscriptions through the platform. Again, I don't want to give the platform more of my money than I need to. I would do a subscription off the platform, run it myself. I do have memberships, which are sort of subscriptions, and they pay each month for their services, and then that gets processed. I get paid for it. I don't have to pay Instagram anything for it. So
wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So
you're in my membership.
Yeah, no.
You bought a year lifetime. So yeah.
Well, I'm thinking though about. By the way, we'll put the link below for his membership because it's amazing. But I was thinking about so Instagram, because a lot of the memberships I see are like $4.99, and that's like exclusive, like extra content, however you want to play it for your community. So you're telling me I'm not going to get $4.99?
No.
How much do they get?
I don't know. But in-app purchases, it depends on how they put the in-app purchase through. In-app purchases are sometimes 40%.
Okay. Anyway, something to think about, you guys. Still, it might be easier for you to manage, though. Think about that, Jonathan. Because
it might be easier for you to manage, and it might possibly be easier for people to subscribe to. But I'm also going to say that I see very few people using subscriptions on Instagram, which makes me feel like it's not necessarily what it's made out to be. I don't subscribe to anybody on Instagram.
No.
Me neither. To me, it's like I don't want any extra content. I see enough content.
I feel like if I was going to subscribe, it would be through a Patreon, and I would get you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I would, not even on YouTube. I have never. Yeah. I think also too, some people just do it because they want to support the creator. Right. So I get that. So think about it, you guys. I mean, maybe this way of making some extra money it's just easier overall for where you are in business. Maybe you can't tackle on a full membership. Right. So this might be a way kind of into that and give your people a little something extra. Yep. Okay. 2 more things on the list.
Oh my God.
Before that, we have to jump into commercial break because
we do.
Speaking of making money, we got to make some money.
Make some money.
So Jonathan, you want to press the sponsor commercial button?
Yeah. Who are our sponsors today?
Only the most fabulous people. And then hopefully Poland Spring one day.
Oh, yeah, Poland Spring. What it means to be from Maine.
It is? I thought it was from New York.
Are you tired of not having the time, not having the clarity, not having a clue what to post, or what trends are even important on social media? There is a solution out there, and that solution is the Signature Membership. The Signature Membership will help you by providing you a strategy, showing you how to remain consistent, always having ideas on what to post, and having clarity in your content. Overall, it's even going to help your visibility and your ability to make money on social media. And we're back?
We're back. We'll put all of the links below for you guys, as always. Okay, let's continue this conversation about monetizing on social media. So the next one we have on our list, we have 2 more. So the next one is affiliate links. And before we dive into this, I just want to say, getting an affiliate link from a company is not as hard as it used to be. I feel like back in the day, it was very exclusive. They were very picky. And there are still some companies that are picky, but there's a lot of companies that are willing to give out affiliate links and referral links for you to make commission. So just Google it. I'm sure you can get in. I'm just going to give you some. Amazon has an affiliate program. Walmart has an affiliate program. Like to Know It is very popular. I was going to say, even some of the stuff that you're using might have affiliate links for you, like ConvertKit does, Buzzsprout does. So,
you mean Kit, by the way.
I know. I just saw that. Anyways, we'll talk to them.
Yeah.
Let me get one of them on the podcast. Okay. So anyways, a referral link. So maybe you're very fresh into entrepreneurship. You don't have any kind of service or offer yet. Doesn't mean that you can't be making some money. Even if you're making, fun content, you could still be getting some commission. So what do you think, Jonathan?
I think, yes. I'm a ManyChat affiliate. I just don't talk about it, but I'm a ManyChat affiliate. I'm a ConvertKit affiliate.
Yeah, that's smart. That's really smart. And I mean, I'm, a Rakuten affiliate, and you've heard me do social audio rooms on Rakuten.
Yep.
By the way, your affiliate link you can take anywhere with you. If it's a YouTube video, if it's a blog post, if it's in a social audio room, it doesn't necessarily have to be just Instagram or Facebook. Also, you mentioned ManyChat. So that is something that, for example, maybe you are a fashion entrepreneur and you do outfit of the days. I've seen so many girls say, comment the word top and I will send you the link to all of my clothes that you saw in this video.
Yep.
So easy.
And it's so easy, and it sends them the message, and you can have multiple of those set up. So you can go through your month of content and say, okay, this one we're using this word and this is getting sent and this is getting sent, and then just plan it out that way, and you don't have to worry about it. Now, you should still engage with them in a different way because people are catching on to it being an automated link, and that doesn't, they're not loving if that's all they're getting. But yeah.
But
be a human, but make your money.
But it works. Like, it really does, because a lot of the time, I don't care if you're getting commission. I'd rather you get commission than nobody gets commission. It's not like it's hurting me. I'm still paying the same price.
Exactly.
So it's like, I don't know, you guys. I mean, if you talk about a microwave, see if you can get an affiliate link for it. Like, might as well. You're referring them. Yeah. Amazon. Right.
If only Apple gave affiliate links.
Oh, you would. Well, remember, I get 25% of yours. So
no, 8. Moving on.
Jonathan, the last one. I don't want this conversation to end, but you have a lot of editing to do.
I have so much editing to do here.
It's honestly, can I put this on the record? This is one of my favorite episodes we've ever done because it was just so hilarious from
we were so off the wall. There's so much editing. You'll see lots of outtakes from this one. Probably not as much in the episode. You'll be like, why is Mimi saying it's her favorite episode? That's weird. But anyway.
Okay. The last thing on the list, which might feel out of reach, but it's still absolutely possible and doable for monetizing on social media, and that's sponsorships.
Oh, yeah. Even little sponsorships.
Yes.
I could sponsor Mimi's room.
Yes.
And you know what that means? I get my link up at the top of her room the entire time.
And when we say room, we're talking social audio.
Social audio. Yeah. Or I could, anything. I don't know. What could I do? I could run an ad in Mimi's magazine. She's got a magazine coming out. You know that? Making that up.
I didn't know that. I am working on a children's book.
Yep. I get an ad in Mimi's children's book.
Like, what's this at the end?
I get to rename Mimi's cats.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
That's what I get to do. If I spend enough money, I have to rename Mimi's cats. What are your cats' names?
Hedra and Bart.
Not anymore.
I love
Bob and Bob too.
I love the name Bob.
Bobcat.
No, but for real though, Jonathan, like, I think when people think of the word sponsorship, they just they think it's just like this huge ordeal. They have to have so many followers, and that's true for some, like for the big brands, I'm sure to some extent, but there are, what are they? It's like they cater towards micro influencers. Yeah.
Yeah. And being a micro influencer, you have so much more power right now than mega influencers because you have such connections to your communities. So don't shy away from getting those sponsorships. There are people looking for micro influencers specifically. So that's just something to keep in mind. And you can also name Mimi's cats. If you outbid me, we'll let you name one, not Bob.
The last thing I'll say about sponsorships, and by the way, you can do a sponsorship however you want. And maybe we can even find somebody who does like brand deals and sponsorships that we can get on the podcast. I have one person in mind. I don't know if you go for it.
I have a person in mind.
I have a person in mind.
Well, I have an influencer in mind who's been doing this for a long time.
Ooh. Yeah, I would love that just to learn from them too. Yeah. I mean, I've had them in the past, but now with the podcasts, we're trying to go after Dunkin' Donuts. Like, let's go big or go home. Or Poland Spring. All right,
She's
Jonathan.
just going to keep naming all these brands that I'm going to have to bleep out.
Stoke. Why are you bleeping them out? I was going to say Stanley, but we've crossed them off last season.
Yeah, we crossed Stanley off
But I
last
still
season.
want to free Stanley. So, Stanley, we love
Mimi's
you.
still traumatized by me crossing them off violently last season.
Jonathan, before
I hate Stanley Cups.
before we go into, are you team blank or team blank, do you want to just give us a quick spiel? I know you want to change up the ending.
Absolutely. No, I don't want to change up the ending. I just want to say, if you haven't already, please give us a rating on whatever place you want to rate us on. Mimi loves stars. She loves her 5 stars. We would love it if you gave us a review and gave us 5 stars because Mimi cries. And over to you, Mimi.
Okay, I'm actually curious what your answer is to this. Do you even know what it is?
You know what my answer is.
Oh, did you look at it? Did you
Yes.
actually look at my notes?
I looked at your notes. I made a note on your notes. I changed the direction and order of something. Yes.
You guys, we want you to answer these. So either answer it under the YouTube video or put it on Instagram for us because we want to know. All right. Are you team memberships or are you team a one-time sale?
You changed it.
What was it?
You changed it.
What was it?
It was.
I did not.
You said strike while the iron's hot or...
Did I change it?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You changed it. You said, are you team strike while the iron's hot or team email?
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, answer both, you guys.
So I am team both.
What, your team membership?
Both.
No, you can't be.
Yes, I can.
As a consumer, would you
Both.
find... Well, hold on a second. Look at what you're doing. Like, look at now memberships. We're not including Netflix and all that stuff. I'm talking.
Why?
Like,
That's a membership.
I know, but I'm talking like entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Like buying from people
Both.
that create stuff.
Both.
That's
You
not
have to
fair.
have both. You have to.
Okay, well, if you had to choose one or the
Diversify
other.
the way you're making money.
No, I'm saying you buying. Are you more prone
Me
to buying a membership or just a one-time?
Depends on the offer.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
It depends on the offer. That's the same answer as both.
I'm exhausted and we're supposed to do another episode after this.
I know. Thank God it's a quick one because this one was 40 minutes.
You guys, well, we had so much fun. We really hope that this encouraged you to think about monetizing if you haven't already, if you've been on the edge of maybe testing it out for yourself. You've got to do it. Utilize these communities that you have on these social media platforms. They want to know what you have to offer. So any other last words of encouragement before we close?
Nope. I almost boomed the room early.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
Remember when I used to do that to you on Clubhouse?
yeah, I remember.
Oops, she's done now. Boom.
Bring out your coffee, Jonathan. Oh, you don't have it today.
I don't have it today.
This is why it's always Team Mimi.
No,
Cheers,
it's not
everyone.
always Team Mimi. You can see through my cup today.
I can see it.